Good morning. It is day four, but this is my report of my full day three on my journey here on my Zepbound. Um, so yesterday was, it's funny, every day gets a little less eventful, but the noise starts to go away, but then there's other things that come into your head as you go along. So just quick facts yesterday. I ate dinner the night before on Tuesday night at like 6 p.m. And then I didn't have any interest for eating anything until about 10:30 yesterday morning. At 10:30, I had a Quest protein shake, just half of it. And then I got busy running errands and I had about a half a cup of the 4% cottage cheese around 2 p.m. But at 2 p.m., I ate just because I felt like I should, not because I was driven so much to do it. I'm kind of getting into that point now where I had such low eating the first couple of days that I'm thinking, okay, I understand that you're going to have that suppressed appetite, but at the same time I want to be sure to get some protein in so that I'm not starting to waste away at my own muscles. Um, so I kind of not forced, but I ate even though I didn't. My mind wasn't telling me I needed to eat. So the appetite in general, it's still really quiet. My brain is indifferent. I just don't have strong cravings. So the cool thing was the weight trend. This morning I weighed 356.2 pounds. That's down 10.1 pounds since day one. So basically 10.1 pounds in 3 days. That's a big early drop. And I know that that is not a real and it's not going to happen like that all the time. The big thing right now in the beginning is that's all glycogen. That's just stored sugar in your liver and your muscles, and it kind of holds water like a sponge. So the glycogen kind of holds the water to it. But when your insulin falls, which is what the Zepbound tirzepatide is doing, then the body uses the liver glycogen first, and that's releasing a lot of water. So the result's been that the scale has fallen fast at first because of that, and it's not fat. Think of it like kind of like a sponge that's like sucked up all the water, and then you squeeze out. That's what's happening right now is I'm squeezing out water. So 10 pounds in 3 days is not typical, and it's not fat loss yet. It's mostly glycogen and water. So I think that's good from the research that I've done on it. That means that it's going to create a better metabolic shift because that fluid reduces the hormone resistance in the body and usually helps to defend weight. So, I think the practical thing that I would suggest is, you know, I, I'm not one that likes to weigh every day. I don't care to weigh every day because when you get that first bounce up on the scale, it's going to feel like a setback, and then you kind of, I don't know. In my past, in all my other diets and all my other things, that was the thing that threw me off. But this time, I'm gonna do it just for the purpose of the blog. Um, I wouldn't track the numbers every day, or you can, but you want to kind of look at your average 7 day. Like, where are you day one and then on day eight to see where things are going. I'm still trying to prioritize protein. I eat food when it sounds mildly appealing, not by the clock, although yesterday I did it a little bit. Like as we speak right now, I'm feeling a little bit of hunger, but not enough to make me run out there and eat anything. Um, the a lot of overnight peeing stopped after that first night, so that the headache wasn't there yesterday morning when I got up. I got a couple mild burps, but one thing I did do yesterday was I made some taco meat because I thought, hey, if I make some taco meat, that's something that I can put on a salad, or I can put it with eggs if I wanted to, or just eat a couple spoonfuls of it as it is. Um, so I just made up taco meat with the taco seasoning pack and the water and added a little onion to it. And so I ate that for dinner last night. I did find that I ate not considerably more. I definitely ate more last night than I had been eating the nights prior to that. The stop signal was not as sharp or as prevalent in my mind. I did feel it near the end of my meal when I decided to stop, where it's kind of got to the point where it was like, no, this is kind of lost interest. I'm not really wanting it anymore. Um, and so I didn't have bad effects. I didn't get nauseous. I didn't get reflux. I didn't feel sick to my stomach. I didn't sleep overnight on this heavy stomach. Um, so I did eat more though yesterday. And I don't know if that's because it's now, I took the first shot on Sunday night and that was Wednesday night, and the drug kind of peaks in those first 1 to 2 days, and maybe the peak is starting to roll down a little bit. I don't know if it's because my body was so limited on the foods that it ate on Monday and Tuesday that it was finally saying, all right, let's take a little bit more in here. Regardless, my focus is trying to be on getting the protein in. So I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but I did eat more last night than I had any other point prior to that. And when I finished, when I finally got that little sensation, when I did finish, I had one nice big burp, and then that was it. And then I didn't eat anything the rest of the night. But my focus continues to be on trying to get more protein, trying to, because I know I've got to get that up. Um, and in those days where I was incredibly limited as to what I could eat, I really needed to think about getting it up there. So I'm going to try today, like maybe for lunch, taking some of that taco meat and maybe eating that with a little more salad. I might scramble up an egg and eat some taco meat with it. Um, but that's kind of where I am right now. I'm still not getting, the brain is still turned off as far as saying you're hungry, you're hungry. The stomach is starting to like I said, right now I'm starting to feel a little bit of hunger. Like I could go maybe finish the rest of my protein shake from this morning, but still nothing that's overwhelming. So, all in all, I'm happy with everything after day three, being 10 pounds down. That's amazing. I expect that soon here I'll start to taper and it won't be such a dramatic loss every day. But yeah, I guess that's where things stand right now. And I will check in with you tomorrow and let you know where I'm at tomorrow. All right. Talk to you then.